Okay, Leah, how is it that you became a teacher? How did that happen?
Well, I started out by thinking that I wanted to be a ballerina. I think every little girl does that, maybe not everyone. And then I wanted to be a scientist because I had a cousin who was very glamorous in my eyes. And then I wanted to be a lawyer. And then I had a wonderful 11th grade teacher. And I went to a school that was public but not part of the public school system in New York. And so the teachers didn't have to teach to a set curriculum. And I went off to do a research project for her. And I came back wanting to do history.
And how old were you then?
I was 15 perhaps. So I've actually been sort of maniacal about the whole thing, which is very unusual. What I saw from her was respect for my interests and a willingness to let me explore them without a lot of intervention from her, and to shape my project in a way that I saw fit. And now looking back at it, I realized that I was actually sort of beginning to poke a bit at the history of English constitutionalism, but I didn't know that at the time. And if I had known that, I probably would have structured the paper very differently. It was a bit episodic, sort of 3 historical snapshots of how things happened. And I read very little sort of scholarly history. I read a lot of, sort of intelligent history for lay people because that was what was available in the public library. I wasn't working out of a university library, but good quality stuff. And it marked me, I guess, forever. I mean, one of the teachers who greatly influenced me in graduate school was a wonderful man named Michael Sheehan, worked on medieval families. And I guess because of his training as a priest, this I did see in him. At that point, I was aware of some of those things. What I saw in him was a great patience with students, so that he could both see that a student was lazy and also troubled. Usually we say, oh, this student is troubled, or this student is lazy, but he was able to look at a student and say, this student has really gone through some terrible personal things, but of course, he's also a bit lazy. And that ability to see the student not just as your history student, but as somebody who has problems that go beyond the classroom but influence their ability to function in it.